Welcome to virtual class. I am Muhammad Alimuzzaman, your science teacher. You already know this is a pandemic situation. That's why we are participating our class from home. So let's start. Hello my dear students. Welcome to another session of virtual class. I am Muhammad Alimuzzaman, your science teacher. Today we are going to discuss about it is class number 103 and chapter 4, lesson 4 to 8. So my dear students, today our topic is knowledge based question, comprehensive based question and creative question too. So my dear students, first of all we are going to discuss about knowledge based question, and before the knowledge based discussion I have to clarify that when we are going to discuss about knowledge based question, we have to answer the question in your copy within one sentence or one word which is very related to the question. So my dear students, here is some sample knowledge based question today we are going to discuss. Here it is. What is external respiration? What is inhalation? What is exhalation? What is internal respiration? Who is responsible for tuberculosis? So my dear students, what is external respiration? The answer is the process where gaseous exchange occurs through lungs in external respiration. So my dear students, this is the answer of external respiration. I repeat it, the process where the gaseous exchange, the process where gaseous exchange occurs through lungs is external respiration. It is a process where the gaseous exchange occurs through lungs. Okay my dear students, so now I am going to discuss about another question, which is what is inhalation? So my dear students, inhalation is a very important process of respiration. So we have to know the answer of what is inhalation. Where a body takes oxygenated air from the atmosphere is called inhalation. So my dear students, here the important phase is oxygenate air from the atmosphere for animal respiration process. Okay my dear students, so oxygen is a very important element for our respiration process and inhalation is a part of respiration. That's why we take oxygenated air from the atmosphere as inhalation. Now the next one. What is exhalation? What is exhalation? The process of passing carbon dioxide air from the alveoli transported through bronchus and trachea is called exhalation. So my dear students, this is also a very important question, which is exhalation. So we have to know, we have to answer the question in our copy, and this is about a sentence. So be careful about your words when you are going to discuss or when you are going to write the answer in your copy. You have to write two things very clearly, which is carbon dioxide air and then alveoli transported through the bronchus and trachea. These two parts are very important for this question, so we have to answer the question very carefully my dear students. So now we are going to discuss about the next one, which is what is internal respiration. So my dear students, during a respiration process we have two kind of respiration system, which is external respiration and another one is internal respiration. These two processes are very important for animal and plant scenario. So my dear students, the internal respiration is very important question for your upcoming exam. So we have to answer the internal respiration process during exam very carefully if the question is submitted as a question for exam. So my dear students, this is the answer. The process through cellular food is oxidized is presence of oxygen and converted into kinetic energy, and the heat energy is called internal respiration. We have to clear during our exam or in the copy very carefully that which is oxygen and converted into kinetic energy. Okay, the food is oxidized. The food is oxidized and it converted into kinetic energy. Your examiner want to find these two couple of words in your copy during the copy checking. Okay, so during your exam you have to write this couple of words very carefully in your copy. So my dear student, this is the answer. I repeat again, the process through which cellular food is oxidized is presence of oxygen and converted into kinetic energy, and heat energy is called internal respiration. So my dear students, now I am going to discuss about our next topic, which is who is responsible for tuberculosis. So here is the answer. It's a kind of bacteria. So we have to write bacteria is responsible for tuberculosis diseases. For further information, you can write, if you have time, you can write bacteria Mycobacterium tuberculosis is responsible for tuberculosis disease. Okay, here is a picture to clarify your answer, but you no need to write or no need to draw this picture for your 1 mark question. For 1 mark question you have to write your answer in one word that I have earlier said. Okay my dear students, now we are going to discuss about the next part, which is comprehensive base question. Dear students, this is a very important chapter and every examiner will expect you will answer from this chapter. So the comprehensive base questions are followed by the chapter is very important for your upcoming exam too. So my dear friends, here is some comprehensive base questions. First of all, explain the symptoms of tuberculosis. Then what are the remedies of tuberculosis? Then write a short note about pneumonia. Then write the remedy of pneumonia and write the remedy of asthma. So my dear students, these are the facts and these are the important questions from this lesson. So now I am going to brief you about the answers. First of all, explain the symptoms of tuberculosis. The symptoms are body weight gradually lost and the patient become weak, occasional cough with bleeding, fever in evening and sweat at night, pain in the chest and back occasional stomach disorder. So my dear students, these are the symptoms of tuberculosis disease. So you can write these symptoms to answer your copy. I repeat the answer as symptoms are: the body weight is gradually lost and the patient become weak, occasional cough with bleeding, fever in the evening and sweat at night, pain in the chest and back, occasional stomach disorder is responsible or symptom as the tuberculosis disease. So my dear students, be careful when you are going to answer this question in your copy. Try to write cut to cut from the text to get good mark for your exam. So now the next one. What are the remedies of tuberculosis disease? So my dear students, this is the answer. The remedies of the tuberculosis disease is: the patient should be given nutritious food. We all know that good food is good for health, and nutritious food is good while you are overcoming your disease. So you can write: the patient should be given nutritious food. According to the advice of physician, treatment should be started quickly. So you have to contact your doctor while you are affected by tuberculosis disease. So you can write: according to the advice of physician, treatment should be started quickly. Long treatment is needed and should be continued till complete cure. Some patients are not habituated with long-term medicine, so that's why it is emphasized that the long treatment is needed and should be continued till complete cure. Treatment must not be discontinued without the advice of a physician. So my dear students, there is a tendency of patient to avoid the medicine without discussing to their doctor or physician. So it is very important that treatment must not be discontinued without the advice of a physician. So my dear students, these are the remedies for the tuberculosis disease. So now I am going to discuss the next one, which is write a short note about pneumonia. So while we are going to give a short note, we have to remind that it is a question for 2 marks. So no need to write extra word for this 2 marks question. So here it is: pneumonia. It is a disease of lungs. Severe cold attack is responsible for this disease. After measles and bronchitis, a patient may be attacked with pneumonia if the patient catch cold severely. It is a fatal disease for children. Again, I am going to discuss about pneumonia. It is a disease of lungs. Severe cold attack, it is responsible for this disease. After measles and bronchitis, a patient may be attacked with pneumonia if the patient catch cold severely. It is a fatal disease for children. It is the clear answer for this question. Now I am going to discuss the next one, which is write the remedies of pneumonia. So my dear student, in this situation pneumonia is very important for your upcoming exam. That's why we are going to discuss this remedy. Remedy for pneumonia. Remedies: immediate advice of physician is to be taken. Food and medicine according to the advice of physician should be given. More and more water and liquid food like soup, fruit juices should be given. The patient should be given nutritious food. My dear students, for this question I'm going to repeat the answer again, which is the remedy: immediate advice of physician is to be taken. Food and medicine according to the advice of the physician should be given. More and more water and liquid food like soup, fruit juices should be given. The patient should be given nutritious food. Nutritious food is very important for a patient, my dear student. So for every disease, try to give the nutritious food for the patient. It will grow our immunity system. So it is very important for a patient to own nutritious food. Okay, now we are going to discuss the next one. Write the remedies of asthma. My dear students, it is a general disease that owned by many citizens of our country. So we have to know the remedies of asthma, although this is an important question for our upcoming exams. Here is the remedies. The patient should live in a well ventilated and well light house. It means well light means well daylight, sunlight. Okay, so the patient should live in well ventilated, where the airflow is normal, and the well ventilated with well light house where is sunlight is available. Avoiding eating food or coming in contact with things such as woolen cloth that can intensify the disease. So my dear students, the important word is woolen cloth. You cannot use woolen cloth during your asthma severe condition. Follow doctor's advice and avoid dust and smoke. My dear students, it is a very important task for a asthma patient that you cannot stay under dust and smoke. Try to avoid the dust and smoke. Give up the habit of smoking. Taking medicine relieves respiratory trouble, but it is not cured fully. It is necessary for a patient to carry respiratory trouble, relieving medicine with them. So my dear student, if you are a asthma patient, you have to carry the relieving medicine with you. It is very important term because the asthma attack is severely occur any time during your working. Okay, so while you are traveling or working or you are in school, if you are a asthma patient, it is very important that you have to carry the relieving medicine with you. I am repeating the answer again. The patient should live in a well-ventilated and well-lighted house, avoiding eating foods or coming in contact with things such as woolen cloth that can intensify the disease. Follow doctor advice and advise dust and avoid dust and smokes. Give up the habit of smoking. Taking medicine relieves the respiratory troubles, but it not cured fully. It is necessary for the patient to carry respiratory trouble relieving medicines with them. So my dear students, this is all for the comprehensive based question. Now I'm going to discuss about the creative question, which is for number A, internal. What is internal respiration? Pneumonia is a fatal disease. Explain for number 2. Explain the process shown in the diagram is for number 3. Analyze the remedies of the problem created when F substance enter into the E part. So my dear students, before discussing about creative question, I'm giving you the information again for your better answer. Number A is a knowledge based question, which you have to write in one word or one sentence, not more than one sentence. Number 2 is comprehensive based question. For that, no need to write extra word, just clear cut answer for your exam. Explain the process shown in the diagram. It is application based. That's why the question is asking for explanation. In number D, you have to answer the higher order thinking ability. While you are answering the higher order thinking ability based question, the examiner will asking you to show your creativity on your copy during the exam time. So you can elaborate, you can describe, and you can explain as you know, or as you can explain in a better way the answer for your exam. So my dear students, be careful and show your creativity during that part in the copy. So now I'm going to discuss about the answer A, which is what is internal respiration. The answer is the process through cellular food is oxidized is presence of oxygen and converted into kinetic energy and heat energy is called internal respiration. This is a sample creative, and that's why I'm discussing about the topics before I discussed. My dear students, you have to clear about your answer when you are answering and wait when you are participating in exam. Be conscious about time. You have 2 minutes for each number, so be careful about your time. And now is the answer for B. The question was pneumonia is a fatal disease. Spain. So we have to answer as pneumonia is an infection of the lungs that can be fatal. It causes the air sus in the lungs to become inflamed and to fill with pus and fluid. Severe cool attack is responsible for the disease. After MERS and bronchitis, a patient may be attacked with pneumonia. So my dear students, you can customize this answer as your own knowledge. This is a sample PDF. You can write the as you no need to write the as it is word from the answer. You can customize it. I am repeating the answer again. Pneumonia is an infection of lungs that can be fatal. The main thing is pneumonia infection of the lungs that can be fatal. This causes the air such the lungs to become inflamed and to fill with pus and fluid. Severe cool attack is responsible for this disease. After MERS and bronchitis, a patient may be attacked with pneumonia. Now my dear students, it is time for C. The C is from the diagram. The answer is the figure is all about respiratory process. The respiration is divided into two types such as external respiration and internal respiration. In the figure, it is expressing about external respiration. So now I am going to discuss about external respiration. Here it is. The external respiration is the process where gaseous exchange occurs through lungs is external respiration. In this process, exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide occurs between lungs and capillary vessels. External respiration is completed in two steps such as inhalation and exhalation. So first of all, inhalation, we take in oxygenated air from the atmosphere. It is called inhalation. During this process, muscles in between diaphragm and chest cavity shrink. Now 2. Exhalation. After inhalation, the exhalation phase starts. In this stage, muscles of diaphragm and chest cavity relaxed and squeeze. As a result, area of lungs becomes small. The air and carbon dioxide from alveoli transported through bronchus and trachea are expelled outside through the nozzle. So my dear students, where the two parts, where is inhalation and exhalation is very important. I am repeating the phase again, which is we take oxygenated air from the atmosphere. It is called inhalation. During this process, muscles in between diaphragm and chest cavity shrink. Exhalation. After inhalation, exhalation phase start. In this stage, muscles of diaphragm and chest cavity release and squeeze. As a result, area of lungs becomes small. The air and carbon dioxide from the alveoli transported through bronchus and trachea are expelled outside through nostril. So my dear students, it was the answer of C, which is from the diagram phase. So my dear students, you can draw the figure for extra support in your copy. Here it is: nostril, nasal phases, nasopharynx, trachea, bronchus, bronchioli, alveoli or air sac. So it will be help to get good mark for this question. If you have time, you can draw it, but if you don't have time, you can avoid it. Perhaps and finally, answer of D. So You can draw the figure for your answer number D. It may asthma or asthma is not an infectious or contagious disease occur when the dust in air or pollen gets inhaled. In children cough and cold, it is the main causes of this disease. So my dear students, after that you can write the remedies. The remedies are: the patient should live in well ventilated and well lighted house, avoiding eating food or coming in contact with things such as woolen cloth that can intensify the disease. Follow doctor's advice and avoid dust and smokes. Give up the habit of smoking. Taking the medicine relieves respiratory trouble, but it not cured fully. It is necessary for the patient to carry the respiratory trouble relieving medicine with them. My dear students, in earlier I just discussed about the question, so you can first of all write this one as may asthma is not infectious or contagious disease occur while the dust in the air or pollen gets inhaled. In children, cough and cold is the main causes of this disease. And after that, remedies: the patient should live in well ventilated and well lighted house, avoiding eating food or coming in contact with things such as woolen cloth that can be intensify the disease. Follow doctor advice and avoid dust and smoke. Give up the habit of smoking. Take medicine relieves respiratory troubles, but it not cure fully. It is necessary for the patient carry the respiratory trouble relieving medicine with them. So my dear friend, this is the end of the pre session. Now it is time for homework. You should learn the given questions, and finally this is the end of this session, my dear students. Hope we will meet in the next session with a new topic and new session. Till then, my dear students, bye bye.